How did someone try to kidnap you, but brought you back on the exact same day? Growing up with strict African parents meant one thing: absolute zero freedom. I'm not exaggerating. I couldn't even change my haircut without my mom threatening to pack my bags and ship me off to military school. My parents weren't raising a child. They were running a maximum security prison that just happened to have a kitchen. The only thing they couldn't take from me was my evening walk. Every single night I was out there pacing the block like a free man. One night, I'm on my usual route with my headphones in when a black tinted van pulls up right beside me. Everything went dark, and I woke up tied to a wooden chair with a hood over my head. They yanked the bag off, slid a phone across the table, and ordered me to call my mom. They were demanding $500,000. I dialed. It rang and rang. She didn't pick up. I called again. Nothing. On the 10th try, she finally answered, and her very first words were, "Who is this, and why are you calling my phone?" I yelled, "Mom, it's your son!" The kidnappers grabbed the phone, gave their ultimatum, and threatened to end me if she didn't pay. My mom hung up in their faces. Dead silence. The kidnappers looked at each other in total disbelief. They dialed back, put the phone on speaker, and I started weeping, begging for my life. She let me finish, took a deep breath, and proceeded to scream at me for 20 straight minutes about being irresponsible, out late at night like a street child with no home. One of the kidnappers slowly sat down next to me and put a comforting hand on my shoulder out of pure sympathy. The other guy was just shaking his head like he was watching a tragic documentary. Then she hung up mid-sentence. They waited, convinced she was just being dramatic and would transfer the cash. 1 hour passed, then 3. By hour 4, I genuinely asked if anyone had ice cream. At that point, it was just 3 kidnappers and a hostage, sitting in silence, all equally traumatized by my mother's parenting. Finally, the lead guy stood up, looked at me, and said, "Your mom is not paying a single cent." I nodded and said, "I know." They threw me back in the van, still tied to the chair, and drove me straight back to my house. They dumped me right on my front porch, untied nothing, and sped off into the night without saying a word. My mom didn't even open the door. I spent the freezing night all alone on that porch, completely strapped to the chair. By daybreak, she stepped out on her way to work, looked down at me, and asked, "How was your late night walk?"